Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca and I'm a stay-at-home mom and an online reseller. And with online reselling comes Whatnot. If you're not familiar with Whatnot, it is a live auction platform. So kind of like eBay where you can auction your items off and people bid on them, but this is live. So it's more like being at like an auction house or an in-person auction, but it's virtual, of course. So I'm about to have a show in about 20 minutes, and I just wanted to show you what my Whatnot setup looks like. So I'm going to flip you around and show you my office. So we are in my office here. If you're not familiar with my setup, my office is shared with my kids' toy room. So this is just my office half, and it looks really junked up right now, but it's not going to look like that to the people on Whatnot. So I'm just going to start here. I'm doing a kids clothing show. I have over 100 pieces that I preloaded into my auction for people to look at. And then I also have other items that are just like under $5 items that are like my kids' old clothes and stuff. But so I have my totes here. Usually my totes go all the way up, but I pull these ones out so the clothes can hang. When I do adult clothes, I need to move even more totes out because they're longer, but most of the kids' clothes fit here. So I just have the shoes sitting up on one of my totes here. And then I have almost all of the items hung up except for those because they were added later and I ran out of hangers and space. So I did number all of the hanging items just to make it a little bit easier to find them. And then people hopefully will request items by number. Those ones I'll definitely have to look up and find out which item they're talking about because I don't have tags on them since they're not hanging. I also just have these little cute lights. I think it just, I don't know, looks nice in the background. I got them from Five Below like a year or so ago. And then this is just my little shelf. My sign that my mom made for me, just so sweet. And then these are just some like fun vintage pieces. They will be in my show next week for my vintage decor and linens show. But basically, like I said, I have everything in here. All of these are in size order, so they go from smallest to biggest. And then these are just kind of, like I said, I added these later, so they're random, not organized. And then I also have some accessories back here, and these are like some blankets and crib sheets and things like that that don't really hang. So I will be able to pull from there. And then going over, this is kind of my workstation space. So I have my laptop set up. I will be streaming through my phone, which I'm recording on right now. And then I can open the stream here. I already have it open right now. And I can run my items from here. And sometimes it's easier for me to see the chat. And they kind of added some new features and whatnot. So looks like I'll be able to see like a running tally of my orders and sales and things like that. And then all my, like I said, have 110 items preloaded. So I'll be able to just type in the number that people request and pull it up that way. That'll also help for this pile because if they say I want number 99 or something, I just type in 99 and then it'll pull up whatever I have as number 99 and I can pull it out of the stack. Should be pretty easy for me to see them. So hopefully that'll work. I may also put items on hangers after these ones sell. I may like move some over. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. Anyway, also I have a Post-it note and pen. This is for me to make notes if I need to. And I will be doing, these are like totes of my kids' old clothes and stuff. So I'm hoping to run through some of that stuff. Those will be under $5 items. So I will want people to bundle them. So in that case, I will want to write to the person's username on a Post-it and make like a little pile for them as we go. That way they can save on shipping, I can save on fees, and I can keep track of whose bundle it is. I also have my tape measure, just in case anyone needs some measurements on items. It doesn't happen as often in kids' clothes, but you know, sometimes things do fit differently, especially some of the vintage pieces. I have a couple vintage pieces, so someone may want that. Going behind here, a little inaccessible, but I have my cup of water because I'll be talking a lot and, you know, stay hydrated. I have my scale set up. I probably won't need the scale for the first part of the show where I'm just running these items because these have already been weighed when I entered them into my show on Whatnot. So I won't need to do that. But for the bundles of my kids' old clothes, those types of things, I will need to weigh them as we go, as people want to check out. So I like to have a basket. I usually have a bigger one, but I think this will be okay for kids' clothes. Just a stack on top. That way I can zero out the basket's weight, and it's easier to get items in here so they don't just like flop off the scale. I usually have one of those white bins, or sometimes like I use a cardboard box, but my kids' toys in those white bins, the bins are nice and tall, so that's easy to put stuff in to weigh it. But we'll try this. I can always switch to a different box or bin if I need to. That's pretty much all on this side. And then I have my ring light where my phone will be right here, so I can talk into it. That will be right here in front of us. Like I said, those are the bins that I'm hoping to go through towards the end of the show if people are interested. I have my stool here, so when I go through the bins, I will move the stool in front here and put the bin on top, just so I'm not bending all the way to the floor to pull things out of the bins. And then I don't know how this is going to work exactly, but I have this bag to start at least. So when an item sells, I'm hoping to take it off the hanger and put that item in this bag. I will be able to find the items afterwards. Sometimes I also use this hook up here. I may use this in the beginning, actually. That way the item can just stay on the hanger and I just throw it up there. And it's easy to keep them up there once they sell. So, and that's kind of what we have. So if you are actually at the show, what the person will probably see, I'm not going to turn my phone sideways, but I would normally turn it sideways. So they actually are not going to see this, like half of my rack. So it doesn't really matter that there's not lights there, and they won't see all the way to my door. But this is kind of what the setup will look like. Obviously more lit up once the ring light is on, and I'll just be standing in front there, and I'll be able to run the show like that. So that's basically what my setup looks like. And yeah, hopefully the show goes well. I might update you guys after my show and show you what the office looks like once stuff has sold. Hoping to get a good number of people in here. It looks like we currently have 19 bookmarks. Let's refresh the page. Just see 20. We have 20. Let's see, where did it go? Here it is. Right there. 20 people have bookmarked my show, so that is good. Do not get discouraged by people not bookmarking, because I was getting discouraged, and I will say that I only had 7 bookmarks last night. I woke up this morning and had 14 bookmarks, and now a couple hours later I have 20. Also, some people just don't bookmark shows. So it doesn't mean that people aren't going to come, and even the bookmarks, sometimes those people don't come. So you never know. But this is my setup, so if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will answer as best I can. Everybody sets up their show a little bit differently. But yeah, I'll do a full office tour at some point. Obviously, it's kind of torn apart right now, so it doesn't look ideal. But at some point, we'll do an office tour, and hopefully at some point, I'll have my own dedicated office, and things will be a little bit easier to store. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know, like I said, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything like that. I have done this setup before and it works pretty well for me. One thing I forgot to mention, I also have a tab open for Pandora. So I'll have some like music playing lightly in the background just so it's not completely silent behind me. I'm not going to play that right now because YouTube and copyright and everything like that. But that is one additional thing I like to have. And also I will have my phone plugged in the whole time so it doesn't die. Don't want that to happen in the middle of a show. But thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, like this video if you enjoyed it, share it with your friends, and follow me everywhere. I'm a little bit everywhere. Go over on Whatnot, go over on Instagram, go over on all your selling platforms. Almost all of them. I'm on almost all of them. I think I'm on 6 different platforms. But if you have any questions, comments, please leave them below. And I will see you guys in the next one.